Folks, welcome back. It's John Pettipas, and it's 18 minutes past 6 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday, the 14th day of September, 1/4 of September 2021. And I just had the morning prayer on, the sign on the Sage of X, and the marine weather, the local news, and the local online weather. And this here idea of combining the town of Antigonish with the municipality of Antigonish County. Okay. And you had, if you ever want to know what it'd be like, it's as if God was doing one more thing in the book of Revelations, one more chapter. That's the snot, a little snot, Laurie Bushy, snotty Laurie Bushy from the town, Jack's Bushy, the snot from the college, okay, Jack's Bushy, okay, they take and you have her speaking, and almost all the speaking was done by Laurie Bushy. They're not in a financial duress. We don't have to, we're not being forced by the Department of Civil Affairs. Then you have a little brief mention from Warden Owen McCarran. I mean, after all, you realize the town with approximately 4,000 people is much, and what's the size? What did Highland Fraser say to us at Chamber of Commerce one time? It was Timothy Hurley founded the town of Antigonish. He's credited as being founded at the time of the town of Antigonish. It was started from down by the harbour, and anyway, but it became the town of Antigonish. It said it was originally called Dorchester, by the way. It was called Dorchester, the famous penitentiary in New Brunswick, Dorchester. And they take and it's surrounded on the north by the Trans-Canada, on the south by, the brook, I think it's the remnants of the Briley Brook, the other side by so-and-so, and the other side. Anyway, they said it's small, it's something like Dorchester, and he quipped it. He was our warden, who was speaking at Chamber of Commerce back in the 90s. He said, some people would say, it's still like Dorchester. It's not too big, okay? Anyway, speaking of not too big, the warden, Mummy's Boy, prominent Tory I used to deal with. And he was a decent guy. He used to deal with him every year. Bought Christmas trees from him. Really good guy. And I said, who is this new guy that got elected up in St. Andrews? He says, he works in Departments and Lands Divorce. He says, Mummy's boy. They take and, anyway, very politically correct. Oh, he's so politically correct. Oh, he's one of these NTBs. NTB, by the way, stands for not too bright. There's, in a neighbouring provincial unit, they elected somebody that's NTB, Greg Morrow. He's, reminds me of Peter MacKay. And Peter MacKay said of his son, my son is no rocket scientist. And I said in my first video on Greg that Greg reminds me of Peter MacKay for some reason. So he will prove himself right now. He's busy out there campaigning for Fiona MacLeod of the Federal Conservative Party, rather than opening up constituency office. And I assume if you campaigned, as he brags, from Eakham Seakham to Tickle and Canso to the monastery Tracadie River, that he must have filled up a notebook or two with people's stuff and concerns they want worked on or request. Okay, and so I would think you would get out there and be looking after your constituent concerns rather than spending all your time campaigning for Fiona MacLeod and the Conservative Party of Canada. Anyway, back to the purpose of the video. This idea they put on CJX News this morning, reporting the news yesterday, exploring the option of combining services and merging as a municipality of Antigonish County and the town. It's a dumb, rotten, stupid idea. And I'll give you an example. We have a wonderful member just defeated, and the people took the power away from us. Honourable Lloyd behind, and he served as Minister of Highways. And Guysborough got something quite unique. Guysborough got a new plough. And to my knowledge, that was the first time a new plough had ever gone into Guysborough, because it always went to Antigonish first. And you will be, it's just like that video, that clip this morning on Siege of X. Laurie Bush did all the talking. There's approximately 4,000 people in the town. And the county, where do we have? We used to have 20,000 people town and county. Now I think it's 18,000 some hundred people, because the town's population is getting older and declined quite a bit, as have many parts of the county, but there's actually a little bit of growth. Lunenburg County has grown because of Bridgewater, Michelin, and Kings County, because they have in them New Minas, Kentville, New Minas, and Wolfville, and then you have other areas doing quite well, Waterville and so on, outside areas. And they take, there's growth in the Kings County, there's some growth in Lunenburg County, and there is some in Antigonish County. That's something we'll brag about. Don't let you forget that if it's something good. And one should be proud when something goes good. But I cannot. You get on the horn. You contact your municipal councillor. Whether they're man or woman, you contact them. And just let them know. Let them know that if they have any to do with voting, encouraging talks of a merger, you will do everything in your power in democracy to make certain they never again are inside that council chamber as elected representative. I'm going to repeat that one. What can you do about it, citizens? You get on the horn, you get on the phone, or go and visit them at their residence in person, and tell them if they dare vote for this dumbass idea. Dumb, rotten, stupid idea. They vote for this idea that you will do everything in your power through democratic process to ensure they never are inside the municipality of Antigonish County Council chambers as elected member. And this is what happens when you get, this idea didn't just pop up. Okay, I spoke to somebody that worked very hard at one end of the Guysborough Tracty riding. I spoke to an individual a couple of times during the campaign, and I spoke to them after, up towards District St. Mary's. Worked very hard. Does this in every campaign. And really good volunteer, very sincere for the right reasons. And I said, what was it? And the individual said back to me, John, the people forgot how bad the Tories are. The people forgot how bad the Tories are. Interestingly, I don't have a thing on Peter MacKay, but I had to go to Pictou County on some business one day back 4 or so years ago, and there were signs up, say yes to amalgamation. It was then actually, it's more than that now. It's more than that, because Sean Fraser's been there for 6 years. So this goes back about, that's going to go about 7 years. It has to be. It would have been had to be pre the election of 2015. Okay, and you talked about, there were signs up anyway, say yes to amalgamation. Amalgamate, that'd be town of Trenton, New Glasgow, towns of Trenton, New Glasgow, Stellarton, Westville, with the county. And of course that never went over. Okay, that might be Holland Scots up there, but it doesn't always. A lot of these ideas look good on paper, but practical reality, they don't work out so hot. Anyway, there were signs of say yes to amalgamation, and apparently the signs were part of people in favor of Peter MacKay. And there were also a lot of signs out every street corner you turn, and stop sign say no to amalgamation. And I said, Peter MacKay is all for amalgamation. You're going to get some money from Ottawa to amalgamate. Sweetie was the line he was giving him. And who's the ones against him? He said Elmer MacKay is dead set against it. And Elmer put some money in, and lots of other citizens put money in to put. So it's quite interesting. When Peter MacKay his father said, my son's no rocket scientist. Elmer may not be perfect, but a pretty decent guy. Elmer is way smarter than Peter. And Elmer was against amalgamation in Pictou County. And I'm not saying we should take our leads from Pictou County, but I will make the comment, it's interesting that the father that said, my son's not too bright. And what was he didn't say not too bright? He didn't say what he said. He said, my son is no rocket scientist. That was his quote. My son is no rocket scientist. I've gone on way too long here. It's just about the 10-minute mark. And as strong as possible terms, tell them, no, you're not interested in the fucking moronic idea of merging with the town. If you want to be with the town, sell your home in the county and move and become a townie. In fact, I'm not a fan of Randy Laurie, but Randy wants to be a townie, and his kids associate with the right people. So, by the way, Randy is just so close in. Randy's a professor from St. of X. I've no smoking gun proof of this, but I know that Randy is very close as an associate professor at St. of X with Jax Bushy, who's the husband of Laurie Bushy. And he was very excited and pleased and all smiles. And I remember saying to his constituents, Lady Shannon, what the fuck is he getting involved in this? Oh, no, Lisa, no, she's a nice girl, blah, blah, blah. And I thought it was going to hurt him politically. But he got reelected in 2017, but he certainly didn't get reelected this time, did he? Okay. And so, but Randy, you have to give him credit. I will close with Randy. Randy wants to be a townie. Him and Michelle want their kids associated with the right kind of people, not the people from Merlin or Tracadere Monastery. The right kind of people associate with. Get the kids to town. He's going to sell his house and move to be by the town. The idea was that Lanark, Williams Point, now probably house will be sold shortly and he'll move right into town. And so, to his credit, you have to give Randy Laurie credit this one, is that Randy wants to be a townie, so he moves to the town. So anybody disagrees with me, likes the idea, it's a free world. You are very welcome to sell your residence and move to the town. But there's approximately 14,000 plus people in the county, and we outnumber the townies by almost 4 to 1, 3.5, 3 point some, to 3.5 approximately to 4 to 1. Okay, so no, squish this idea before it gets to sees the light of day. It was still dark when I first heard this idea. With that, I gotta go. Share, promote a discussion. I'm sure this one will be discussed. Promote a discussion. Share the video far and wide. And with that, I'm going to eat breakfast. I'm not going to go hungry over a stupid idea like that. Next time, this is John Pettipas wishing you all the best. God bless and get a good breakfast yourselves. Thank you. Bye for now.